Can you beat Tears of the Kingdom's starting area with no weapons? You see, Tears of the Kingdom is a game whose core mechanics revolve around fusing items to each other, shields, bows, and arrows. But what happens if you don't have any weapons? Tears of the Kingdom becomes a game of creativity, planning, and a lot of running away from enemies. Howdy folks, my name is Speaker4, and this speedrun starts in the Room of Awakening, where we immediately pick up the Master Sword. Now, I know, she is a weapon technically, but she's pretty decayed and broken, and her only use is to break through some vines. Very specifically, these vines. Alright, we're gonna use it twice, once, twice, and then we're immediately gonna stop using it. After coming out of our cage, we're doing just fine, so we open a door, dive off of a couple of cliffs, eat, pick up an ancient skirt, and hurl ourselves off the edge of an island. Whee! This brings us to the starting area, where I immediately make a mistake. After reaching this new area, we have to do our absolute best to avoid picking up any sticks and fighting that zonai construct in the distance. Ah, fuck, I picked up the stick. I thought you were a mushroom, I'm sorry. No weapons in this run. Okay, we need to avoid that guy, so we're just gonna snag an apple and run away. We're going to be doing a lot of running away in this. Hello, please save me. The steward construct up ahead gives us the Pura Pad, which allows us access to our maps, quests, and waypoint systems. He points us to the Temple of Time, where we jump off yet another mountain, dodge around a couple of zonai constructs. You are right behind me. Oh, yep, nope, I'm going to climb. We want to avoid those two. And the guy behind them. The least amount of fighting we do, the better. Excuse me, miss. And head to the temple. Alright, now up here on top of these stairs, there's another enemy that we just have to, like, run past. Until we can get a shield, we need to avoid all enemies at all costs. Like this guy. Excuse me, I'm just going to run. I can't fight you. Later, loser. Unfortunately, the doors to the temple are locked to us because our arm is slightly corrupted. To uncorrupt it, we need to visit 3 shrines and gain 3 abilities. Simple, right? Wrong. And now we are about to be attacked by this guy. Excuse me. Don't hit me, please. Okay, I'm just gonna jump. And he's stuck up there. We need to head to the first shrine, which is right up here. Now, normally you'd do these shrines in a very specific order. You'd go Ultra Hand Shrine, Fuse Shrine, then Ascend Shrine. However, because we can't use weapons, we have to do it slightly differently. We have to go Ultra Hand, Ascend, and then double back to Fuse. That is because we need a very special item that can only be found in a cave near the Ascend Shrine to defeat the Fuse Shrine. And there's no point in skipping it when we're so close to the Ascend Shrine, so we do that one second. Inside the first shrine, Rauru the Ghostly Goatman gives us our first ability, Ultra Hand, or the ability to control objects and fuse them together. We use it to blast through the shrine pretty quickly, making a couple ramps and then a little hook platform that gets us to the end and gives us our first Light of Blessing, of which we need 3 to open the Temple of Time. With the Ultra Hand Shrine done, we need to make our way to Ascend. However, this is where I go a little off the rails. You see, instead of following the path I plotted originally, I just kind of had to go my own way directly to Ascend. Actually, fuck it. Let's try cutting across this way. This didn't work. After we reached an area with cliffs we couldn't climb because they're icy and we started taking damage to the cold, I had to reload my save back to the Ultra Hand Shrine and wasted a bunch of time. So we have to go around the long way. Luckily, I'm pretty handy with Ultra Hand, so after making not 1 but 2 bridges and saving a korok. Oh, there's a korok. Okay, we are gonna take the time to help this korok. Too many people are torturing koroks. They're just little guys. You gotta help them. We're gonna stick him to a front of a log. And now we go sliding with a korok on a leash. Oh, I did hit you. I'm sorry. Come over to your friend. I'm gonna grab your korok seed. And we're gonna just reuse our little log sled here. We came upon a lake where I tried my hand at crushing a zonai construct with a couple of logs. Okay, we need to watch out for this guy right here. So I think we can just get around him. Or not. Excuse me, don't mind me. It worked surprisingly well. Get wrecked, dude. Okay, then we're gonna make the jankiest little sailboat ever. And to let it take us across the shrine. And hey, this is a good time to say if you're enjoying the stream or the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know if you want to see me continue this challenge down on the surface. Because I think that would be fun in addition to my normal playthrough. Alright, once we get to the end, we can just bypass the shrine. Don't mind me. Please don't follow me into the cave. That would be unfortunate. Pondside Cave. Nothing in here but some bright bloom seeds, which are handy, and some keys, which are not. And finally, we get our shirt. I love a good tunic. Okay, now I believe if we talk to this lovely lady right here, she'll give us some batteries, and we didn't even have to do the fuse shrine. Unfortunately, someone had followed me out of the cave, and this case was determined to try to kill me, ow, while I made my first zonai device. I would really appreciate it if you would stop hitting me. Luckily, however, I managed to get our raft going across the pond. I'll also take that stamina bulb. Once we get to the cook pack at the top, we can't activate that one because we don't have weapons. Luckily, we're almost to one of the more important caves in this whole thing. Again, gotta throw an apple. Unfortunately, we do have to pass all the zonite because we don't have a way of breaking it at the moment. So we'll just scram past the saddest zonai construct in the game, who's just waiting for its master to come back. The ever-useful apple throw should get us all the way to the top. I'm sorry, little korok over there, but you're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Now, there should be some spicy peppers over here, which we'll cook into a cold resistance dish. After getting our shit rocked by a keist, man, he whacked me. Trying and failing to kill a zonai construct in the box. Okay, that does not do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna run. Thought I could do combat, turns out I can't. We made it to the most important cave in our run, the bottomless cave. Inside the bottomless cave is the single item that's gonna save this run. The bomb flower, the object we need to complete the fuse shrine. You see, the fuse shrine has a puzzle inside where you have to break rocks using a fused weapon. Unfortunately, because we're running weaponless, we can't do that. So I had to detour all the way to the other side of the island to grab bomb flowers to break the rocks. It was a long detour, but it'll be worth it in the end. And we're just gonna skirt around the like, you ugly bastard. And I believe there's a shield up here next to the other like. We're gonna grab as many bomb flowers as we can and this shield. That'll help us in combat even when we can't, you know, use weapons. Not for you though, we're just gonna run away from you. Okay, I believe we go over here. Luckily, the Ascend Shrine is actually just as easy as the Ultrahan Shrine. We simply have to ascend through a couple of platforms, dodge around this zonai construct, please don't shoot me, burn the ropes, ascend through this platform, and we get to the end. They're a lot smoother than Breath of the Wild shrines, I feel. At least the tutorial shrines. Now, however, is where we get to travel in style. You see, we need to go all the way back to Fuse, and we can't reload a save to do it. Luckily, however, there's some wings here that'll make our journey just a little bit easier. Who needs walking when you can fly? Oh, that's a bomb flower. That is not what I want to throw. We can fly over here. This is going pretty smoothly, if I do say so myself. These things are kind of hard to steer. And there's the shrine. 3 out of the 4 abilities and 3 out of the 4 shrines. We might get this done before an hour's out. Yeah, so normally you'd pick up that sword, fuse it with one of those boulders, and break down this wall. Luckily, however, I have a bomb. So I can just blast through. Now here comes the tricky part. Normally you'd use an arrow to blast one of these fire fruit up at the very flammable platform up there to get a key. But if I position myself just right, I think I can hit it with a throw. Yeah, there we go. Who needs weapons when you have a killer arm? In the next section, there's a captain construct you're supposed to fight. Lucky for us, however, he's weak to fire damage, both of the fire fruit type and the flame shield type. That was easy. Now the cool thing about this guy is if we defuse our shield here and use our shield to this Captain Construct horn, we can actually attack people by parrying, by doing this. Because our shield does damage now. Okay, we need to throw another bomb fruit over here. And we're out. With our newly souped up attack shield, we exited the Fuse Shrine and immediately went looking for a cook pot. Is there a cook pot down here? Hello? Remind myself never to do that again. Ooh, I think there's one over here. Hello, fellas. Don't mind me. Just bringing in some bomb conversation. You see, the route back to the Temple of Time needed stamina food, and I didn't have any. However, once we cooked up our stamina food, we managed a long swim, crossed the lake, and made it back to the Temple of Time.
Real question is, do we bypass this guy or do we fight him with our singular shield? And I'll show you guys how the shield fighting works. See? Nice and easy when you have the construct horns on your shields. Speaking of which, I'll take that, and we'll head to the temple. The door to the temple finally opens thanks to our newly lit arm, and inside we receive the recall ability, and try to open a door. Unfortunately, we must have skipped arm day because we can't. Luckily, however, Rauru enables our ability to teleport and point us to a fourth secret shrine. This one's easy enough to get to. We simply teleport back to the Room of Awakening, ascend through this ledge, rewind these cogs, sprint down this tunnel, and blast through what is pretty much the easiest shrine we've used to date. All we have to do is rewind 2 platforms, one which is the funnest little water slide I've ever been on, pause this clock, and we get our 4th and final Light of Blessing. Coming back to the Temple of Time, this Light of Blessing enables us to finally open the door, where we surely won't lose our ghostly goatman father figure we've had this entire time. Oh wait. Oh my god. Rauru, no. Goodbye. I'll miss you. Man, what's with ghosts and abandoning us in Breath of the Wild era Zelda?
With Rauru gone and the path open before us, we ascend through one final ledge, get to a simply beautiful cutscene with the Master Sword in Zelda, and the whole of Hyrule is opened up before us. We've done it in a little over an hour. We've completed the entire Great Sky Island without using any weapons. Folks, if you've enjoyed this challenge and you want to see me continue it down on the surface, be sure to leave a comment and leave a like on this video. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this video right here if you enjoyed this one. I've been Speaker Vor. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification button if you want to be notified for future streams and challenges, and I will catch you on the flip side. Later!